We come to you tonight from Johnson Stadium at Benedict College for the 1A and 2A state championship games. The 2A game is going on right now. 1A game earlier tonight, it was all Lakeview. The Wild Gators defeating Lamar 31-14 to win their 10th state championship. This was a scoreless game going into the second quarter, and that's when Lakeview started to put things together in a big way offensively. In particular, Tyshawn McDaniel, he took over the ball game. He scored first, a 57-yard run to put Lakeview up early in the second quarter by a 7-0 count. Then later in the quarter, Albert Wheeler, 38-yard touchdown pass from Dwayne Nichols. The kick failed, and it was 13-0 Lakeview at that point, and that's how the first half ended. The Wild Gators kept it up early in the third quarter. McDaniel, a 41-yard touchdown run, two-point conversion attempt, a pass was intercepted, so Lakeview led 19-0 and pretty much had this game in hand. And then McDaniel struck again late in the third quarter, a 53-yard punt return. The two-point conversion run failed. 25-0 Gators going to the fourth quarter. Lamar gets on the board at that point with 6:22 to play. Jablonski Green, a 3-yard run. Extra point is good. 25-7 Lakeview. The teams would exchange scores in the final few minutes of the ball game. Josh Floyd, a 9-yard run for Lakeview to make it 31-7. Then with 30 seconds to play, Randall Woods, a 3-yard pass from Jaquez Lucas to make the final score 31-14 in favor of Lakeview. The Wild Gators defense just totally shut down Lamar's offense. The Silver Foxes managed only 3 rushing yards on the night, 193 total yards. Meantime, Lakeview had its triple option running game going well, 260 total yards for the Wild Gators. They finished with 326 yards. They averaged over 7 yards per carry. The offensive MVP tonight for Lakeview, as I mentioned, was Tyshawn McDaniel. He had 184, make that 182 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns with a long of 57 yards. So he was the workhorse for Lakeview tonight. The quarterback, the Shrine Bowl selection, Dwayne Nichols, he was 4 of 8 with a touchdown pass of 38 yards. And Albert Wheeler, had 3 catches for 51 yards, including that 38-yard touchdown pass. So Lakeview wins it tonight. 1A state championship goes back to PD County to the Lakeview Wild Gators. Lakeview finishes an undefeated season at 14-0, and Lamar, which was number 1 all season long, Lamar finishes the season 13-1. Again, the final, Lakeview 31 and Lamar 14. That's it for the coverage of the 1A state championship game. We'll have a recap of the 2A state championship game between Abbeville and Batesburg-Leesville later tonight. And then, of course, on Saturday from Williams-Brice, coverage of all 3 state championship games there. Phil Kornblut from Johnson Stadium at Benedict College.